Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's Tuesday review video. This week we're taking a look at the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I have mine in the shade Fair 140W. My sister actually picked it up for me at Walmart and it was $14 Canadian. The back of the packaging, which is extremely hard to read, says camouflage imperfections and even out skin tone with this primer infused foundation. The lightweight powder is finely milled to provide long-lasting and buildable coverage for a full coverage semi-matte finish. Directions: use included sponge to build coverage for a full coverage semi-matte finish. Reapply as needed. On e.l.f.'s website, what's interesting about this is you can choose your shade, so fair, light, medium, tan, deep, or rich, and you can choose your undertone for a total of 30 shades. So it says, finally, a primer-infused, long-lasting foundation that achieves an airbrushed, non-cakey look and stays put from first application to last call. This superior buildable foundation powder invites you to layer on medium to full coverage for a blurred, even complexion that keeps shine at bay. The non-comedogenic pressed powder is light as air, crease-resistant, talc-free, and creates a flawless natural finish on all skin types and tones. Choose from a wide range of 30 shades. So, a little bit of backstory about me in case you're new here. I have what I would call very, very combo skin. So I'm quite oily through my T-zone, but then out here, when we get to my cheeks, I'm so dry. So dry, to touch it, it's rough. That's how dry my skin is. So powder foundations and I typically aren't friends because I try to usually cater to the dry parts of my face more. I do what I can to mix and match, but I typically try to cater to that more. This little packaging is very cute. It just comes in this box, and then you take the little white compact out, which is new for e.l.f. as far as I know. They usually do black compacts. You open it up, it's got the powder and a mirror, and then it's got the sponge underneath. In my little video for you here, I did use the sponge, but we'll get to that in a second. So, using the sponge applicator and wiping it on is honestly not my favorite way to apply it, because that's when I find that this powder foundation looks kind of makeup-y on my face. And I was having a hard time getting a shot of it, so I did change my lens to my macro lens to try to, get a really close-up that it was kind of... It looked fine, okay? From a normal human distance away from me, you would have just thought that my skin looked nice. But you know how we do when we're putting on makeup. We're switching our mirrors to 10 times magnification, and we're holding it 1.5 inches away from our face. That's just what we do. So when you're looking up that close, I didn't like how it was sitting. From a normal distance, it looked fine. Up close, I thought it looked a little bit cakey. So I didn't like that. But when I applied it with just my regular makeup brush, which is ironically also an e.l.f. brush, it's the e.l.f. small tapered brush, tapered setting brush, something like that. It looked amazing when I set it with just the brush. And I'm talking I would swoop up a bunch of powder and just pack it on and rub it in. So that is my preferred method of application. And honestly, I have been wearing this powder foundation, I'm wearing it right now, all day. And I have worn it all day, and I find it to be really nice. It doesn't dry out my skin. Mind you, I do go a little bit lighter-handed on my sort of really dry areas. It doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't really super control oil, but it does help keep some of my natural shine at bay. And something else that I really like is that I didn't find that it transfers crazily to my masks. There's a little bit of a foundation-y color in my mask, but that's about it. So I find that that's, totally okay, and I'm not really a big face toucher anymore. COVID kind of fixed that. So, I didn't really wipe it off throughout the day, and it didn't get on my mask, so I've had this makeup on, and I have had it on for pretty much all day, a couple of days in a row now, and I just overall feel like it looks really nice, and it wears really nice. Maybe the sponge applicator that it comes with would be better on somebody with more oily skin than me. Maybe if your skin is gonna, eat it. I don't want to say eat it, but eat it, rather than it's going to sit on top of my sort of dry, flaky skin and maybe look a little bit cakey. Maybe you would like that then, but my preferred method with this is definitely the brush. I really do like the packaging because it's just like this. It makes it very portable, very compact, and very easy to put in your purse or whatever if you want to take it with you and touch up on the go or whatever. It doesn't take up a lot of space in my makeup drawer, and it can go in my wallet, and it can go in my purse and come with me. It makes it very versatile and very easy to come with. I will say I haven't tried a ton of powder foundations, but I have tried a couple, and this one is definitely one of my favorites and one of the more affordable ones that I have enjoyed. Out of all of the affordable ones I've tried, I've tried similar powders from CoverGirl and that sort of thing. This one is definitely my favorite. typical e.l.f. fashion, and their whole Camo line is pretty great. I love the hydrating concealer. I really like this. You know, I just think e.l.f. is out here doing the Lord's work when it comes to makeup, and I think this is, you know, no different. Great shade range, affordable price, portable, looks good even on my dry skin. It does kind of emphasize the lines a little bit on my really super dry skin, but again, that's really only one of those things that you really notice if you get uncomfortably close to me. Overall, I do find this to be a fairly good powder foundation. I like it, and I would recommend it to anyone with normal oily skin. Normal to oily skin. If you're dry or very dry, I would probably just stay away from powder foundations as a whole. But if you think your skin can handle the sort of extra mattification that you're going to get from a powder foundation like this, I highly recommend it. Anyway, that's my review of the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Have you tried this powder? Did you like it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And I will see you next time.